everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Here I am in all of my fresh faced glory for y'all. You can probably tell by the title of this video what this video is going to be about. So I sit here completely vulnerable, not an ounce of makeup on, clean face, to talk to y'all about how I finally cleared up my hormonal acne. Now, it is 3:30 on a Wednesday afternoon. Both of my children are here. They are downstairs painting some crafts for grandparents and stuff like that. So I may have to pause this video and go tend to them, but y'all know how that goes. Also, I am not trying to sell anybody anything. Like, I know some of you know, and if you don't know, I am a consultant for Rodan and Fields, and that did not happen until after I started using the products. So, disclaimer, I am not on here to try to sell anybody anything. I am on here because it is a highly, sought after topic. You know, everybody wants clear skin. Everybody, male, female, all the everything, want to be comfortable in your own skin. I've had so many girls reach out to me on Instagram and say, like, I've noticed, you know, no offense, I've noticed as time has gone by, your skin is so clear. You know, how did you do it? What are you using? You know, etc. so on. And I wanted to share that with y'all because if you've struggled with acne before, whether hormonal or just, you know, forehead, whatever, you know how terrible of a feeling that it is to be uncomfortable in your own skin. Having to feel like you have to wear makeup. Like, y'all, literally, I just got back from picking up Brandon from school and running errands to get little Christmas gift bags to finish wrapping and stuff like that. Not an ounce of makeup on, just a clean face and moisturizer. And I felt completely confident. I feel confident sitting here in front of, it would be nice, millions of people, whoever on YouTube, completely like, this is me, this is who I am. I do have scarring. We'll get into that more. I do have some scarring, but it is lightening up as time goes by. And yeah, okay. So let's just jump in. Okay, so I have had perfect skin. I had perfect skin. Yes, had perfect skin my whole life. If you haven't seen my addiction videos, go watch those. But I was a partier. I would load up on a face full of makeup, foundation, concealer, powders, a full cake face of makeup. Go out partying, you know, didn't have a nice, didn't have any kind of diet at all. I've always been kind of healthy, but that's beside the point. But I, ate fast food, ate burgers, whatever, would sleep in my makeup, just didn't have, I would have face wash in the shower, and I think it was just St. Ives apricot scrub. It wasn't, I didn't have any kind of regimen. Now, granted, when you're in high school, you don't really need to have toners and moisturizers and all this stuff. But it wasn't until I started dating a guy who used Proactive that I tried Proactive. And it was good. I enjoyed it. But at the time, my mom was like, we're spending, I think it was $19.95, but 3 payments a month or something. And my mom was like, you don't even need this. So it was stupid for them to be buying that for me, but it did work. You can probably hear my kids fussing. But yeah, so I didn't, I didn't take care of my skin. I would sit in the mirror and pop blackheads because I've always had blackheads on my nose. They're just, even when I've had facials, gone and had facials done and they've tried to suck them out, they're just they're in there, but whatever. But anyway, so you get the picture. I didn't take care of my skin, whatever. Then when I found out I was pregnant, well, I got sober, found out I was pregnant, And, you know, I established a routine, like prenatals and, you know, this and that, and, you know, and I was just really setting myself up. So that's when I actually started caring about my skin. I don't know if it were the prenatals or you've always heard that pregnancy glow, but when I was pregnant with Branton, I had beautiful skin. I was glowy. You know, I was extremely blessed, and I mean, I didn't realize how blessed I was at the time because I was just living for the moment. And it wasn't until after I had Branton, keep in mind, it's December 19th right now. I had Branton February 2nd, 2014. Okay, so that was like almost 5 years ago. 5 years. Yeah. It wasn't until after I had her that I started really, I mean, it was, I wish I had pictures to insert, but I don't. I would send them to my mom and my mother-in-law, and my mom would say, bless your heart. I mean, it was just, it would come down my neck sometimes. My skin was so textured, just, so like under the zits was just bumpy skin. And then there would be cystic acne all over. And then there would be like pustules, like the whiteheads that you would pop. I mean, and it didn't matter what I did. And I kind of thought, it's just because I've just had a baby, my hormones are going crazy. Well, I breastfed. And I breastfed Branton until she completely weaned herself from milk, completely, my milk, whatever, at 10 months old. And she's never had cow's milk or anything, beside the point. But when she weaned herself, whatever, I let myself dry up, and the acne still didn't clear. And I was like, well, you know, I've had a baby. Those are hormones, and you have breastfeeding hormones. Now I've stopped breastfeeding. My body's confused. It's just going to take it some time to adjust itself and figure out, you know, its happy medium. But it didn't. My body never found its happy medium. It never. And y'all, honest to God, I have battled acne ever since. My skin has really, like, it's my time of the month right now, and I have no active, hold please. Let me go see what's happening. Okay, apparently, Sissy, who is Baylor Ann, hold on, let me put my cup down, was done with her snack, and she needed out of her high chair. Okay, so, whew. And they're both walking around now, so we might have some visitors. For those of you who don't know, I'm Connelly McCaskill. I have 2 children, Branton, who's almost 5, and Baylor Ann, who's almost 18 months. Back to the video. Okay. So I also forgot, oh, I'm out of breath. And I'm an athlete, that's pathetic. Anyway, so after I had Branton, I got the Mirena, which is an IUD form of birth control, okay? So I had pregnancy hormones from giving birth, breastfeeding at, I guess, like my 6 weeks, whatever, we decided on Mirena. So I had those hormones. And they're intrauterine hormones. So it's literally, if you research Mirena, it's like 0.6% of something of women experience acne from the Mirena. I guess I thought I was in that unlucky percentage. And I really looked into that after I, hey Sissy! You wanna say hey? Come here. Say hey. Say hey. You had some snacks? No. No? Yes, you did. Yes, you can kiss. Can you kiss me? Will you kiss me? Hello. So, okay, Mirena. Had that, got that put in. I had Mirena for 2.5 years. and it actually fell out. Yes, you heard me. It fell. Oh, I kind of like pushed it out, but because, you know, you can't fall out of there, you know, that would be gross. But I was so bloated, my pants would not even button. I was literally on my mom's couch about to go to urgent care because at this point Brandon was like, I don't know, 3 years old, so still pretty little. And I was gonna go to urgent care, and my best friend just happens to be the supervisor at urgent care, and she said, you know, I don't even know if they're gonna be able to help you with that, you know, whatever. So she told me to check around myself and see if I could find it, whatever. It wasn't where it was supposed to be, so I just gave a good birthing push, and out it came. So, okay, then I thought she was in the toilet. She closed the toilet, okay. So then I got pregnant with Baylor Ann. Keep in mind, I've been struggling with acne for years at this point. And I got pregnant with Baylor Ann in 2016 because she was born in 2017. And still, I fought acne my whole pregnancy. I was sure that, like, you know, I'm pregnant again, I'm gonna have this clear skin, I'm gonna be beautiful, I'm gonna be fabulous. And no. And for most of you, and if you don't know, here you go, I am an athlete. I have been weightlifting now for 4.5 years. And when I got pregnant with Brandon, really, I got an extremely healthy diet. You know, no processed food, no fast food, no whatever. So I even, you know, kind of, I knew my acne wasn't from dietary stuff. Now, when I got pregnant with Baylor Ann, and the acne did not go away, I cut dairy completely out of my diet. Anything with dairy in it, any kind of, no dairy. So I was like, that has to be it. Like, it has to be dairy. That has to be what's doing it. No, it wasn't. I went after I had her, I don't know, was it even that arm or was it this arm? I don't know, I'm jumping ahead of myself. After I had her, I breastfed. Hey, Brayton.
I just want to get in the video.
Okay. After I had Baylor Ann, I breastfed her also. And I was like, it was pajama day at her school.
Yeah.
I breastfed her also. And so I kind of... Shh. Mama's got to talk to this. Anyway, okay, so I was like, yep, I've got all these fresh hormones again. You know, my poor body, my poor body. Well, I did not want the Mirena, clearly. Obviously, again, my OB said there was something called the Skylo, which is the cousin to the Mirena, but it's smaller. And that's actually what I had my heart set on, but instead I went and got the Nexplanon inserted. That was a horrible experience. I hated it. My acne got worse, and I was like, nope, I want it out. I went and had it out, and I got put on the April 28-day. That's really funny. Baylor Ann just went in my drawer and brought me some more birth control pills. Girl, I get these on 3-month supply. We ain't having no babies. I'm finished. But, okay, so keep in mind, all these birth controls, having babies, my body is like, wow. And I'm contributing because I only had acne here. And this is your hormonal region. So, Brandon, please don't jump with this pencil. Okay, hold please. Sorry, I'm so ADD and all. I could not even think. They're in the playroom. Okay, so at this point, I've had 2 kids, 2 healthy pregnancies that I'm extremely blessed with. I have tried,
You changed it.
Okay. I have had Mirena, I have had Nexplanon, I have tried the 28-day tablet. I then looked into it some more, and a friend actually recommended a low estrogen birth control pill called low estrin. And there's low estrogen, and then there's low estrogen. And low estrogen is the lowest dose of estrogen that you can have, because sometimes if your body produces too much progesterone, it turns into testosterone or something like that and can cause hormonal acne. That's probably not exactly right, but something converts to testosterone and can cause hormonal acne in women. And I was like, that's it. That's what's happening. That has to be it. So I get put on low estrogen, and as a birth control pill, I enjoy it. I get a monthly cycle. They're light. They're 3 to 5 days. I'm extremely blessed in that department. Did I notice a huge change in my skin? No, I didn't. Then in June of 2017. No. 2018? Hold on. No, I became a consultant. I became a consultant in June. So in March of, I don't know. I'm all confused. Hold on. So in March of 2018. Okay, hold on. In March of 2018, I reached out to a friend that I reconnected with at the gym, and I started using, Brayton, please go in the playroom with your sister.
Okay.
Thank you. Press the triangle button to get the frozen on, okay? Okay. Thank you. It has been a day, y'all. We stayed up late last night. We went to look at Christmas lights. Anyway. So I reached out to my friend. Her name is Malia. She was a consultant for Rodan & Fields, and I reached out to her about Lash Boost. And if you don't know, lashes are my specialty. I love it. So, still battling acne at this point. She tried to she tried to talk to me about skincare. And I was like, no, I'm trying this new birth control. I really just want to give it a chance to work. A chance to level out my hormones. I really hope this is it, because if you don't know, which I'm sure you probably have an idea of, Rodan & Fields is expensive. It's expensive. It is. And I am a consultant, and I'm saying that, and I'm saying it from honest. It is, and it's expensive, but it works. And so I purchased Lash Boost. I told her I was just going to start with that and whatever, and she was completely understanding and told me, whatever, to reach out to her if I wanted to try anything else. Well, come June, I sat down with her at Chick-fil-A, and we signed myself up as a consultant for Rodan & Fields. Now, with Rodan & Fields, you, as a consultant, you get the products at a cheaper price. So because of that, and several months had gone by at this point, just on the birth control, me trying to level it out, me having cut dairy out, Baylor was 1 at this point, so I had not been breastfeeding. Like, I had really given it a shot. And finally, I bit the bullet. And I was like, you know what? I get a discounted price. I'm going to order this regimen. And I ordered the Rodan & Fields Unblemished regimen. And I'm not kidding. I wish that I had pictures of my skin before and after. But literally in a week, I did not, it wasn't like this. But it drastic results. I mean, just drastic results in my skin. That went on for a while, and but still around my period, I would break out. Y'all, I would not leave the house without makeup. I would not go to the grocery store. I would not, run to Target. I would not even go to like Pump Gas or Dollar General without makeup on. I'm an athlete. I go to the gym 5 days a week. I was wearing makeup every day, which if you're sweating under makeup, like, you're obviously making it worse. But I was so uncomfortable with myself. And then I found Rodan and Fields, and that helped me. Well, around my cycle, I would still at least put on some like CC cream, BB cream, something to help my skin, because like to help me with my skin, because I felt so self-conscious. And it's a terrible feeling. Y'all, I have cried over my skin so many times, and that is hand on the Bible. Like, it's terrible. And my husband was like, you know, you're beautiful, don't worry about it, you're being dramatic. But if you've been there, then you know, like, you know. And it's not even from a vain point. It's just like, I've tried everything, I don't know what's wrong, why is this not working? You know, I always feel like I'm getting stared at, like, I can't. So it is now December, and I have been using Unblemished for a couple months. 4 months, I guess, 3-4 months. I've given it time to work. And this is my skin. I have on no makeup. I have on no moisturizer. I have on no concealer. I have on no nothing. And this is my skin, and I am on my cycle. And if you follow me on Instagram, you heard me whining during my lifts this week about, I didn't even go to the gym today because I was so crampy. TMI. But this is my skin. These were trying to be bumps. And I was like, man, I'm in a wedding this weekend. Like, that would be my luck. But y'all, I'm telling you, my skin is so, it's not perfect. I do have scarring. I'm working on it. But my scars have lightened. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm confident to go. I would wear makeup on the beach. I would wear makeup, we have a boat. I would wear makeup out on the lake. We went to the beach this past summer. We always go, and we met up with my cousins, and we went to a little water park. And my cousin's grandma said, you have on makeup to come out to the beach? And I partially like told a fib, but not really. I said it was my sunscreen, and it was, because I don't remember what I was using, but the product I was using at the time had SPF in it, which always wear SPF, y'all. Seriously. Can't elaborate enough on that. Wear SPF. But anyway. And another part was, because I could have just worn that, because I wasn't going to put, y'all, I have spent so much money on vegan, non-this, non-that, non-paraben, non-GMO, non-whatever, sunscreens. I've tried so many things on my face. And, you know, that day I could have just worn, you know, the SPF product, but I didn't. I had a full face of makeup on down to my lashes to go to a water park, because I was just so uncomfortable. And when I have makeup on, I have these beautiful lashes thanks to Rodan and Fields, and I always was like, well, if my eyes pop and look good, nobody's going to pay attention to this down here. And that's really sad. It's really sad that I had to feel that way. You know, if you want to wear makeup, y'all. Until I became a mom and was like, whoa, I wore makeup everywhere. I wear heels to go to Walmart. Like, please. So I am no judgment here. I just don't have the time. The point of this is that I am now confident in my skin. I will go just about anywhere with no makeup on. You know, this sounds so stupid, but my scars tell a journey, you know. I'm working on that. One day at a time, one step at a time. And, you know, y'all, again, I'm not here to sell you on anything. I'm not. This is my true story about how I cleared up my acne. I battled it for about 4.5 years, 4.5, I guess closer to 4 years. And, you know, I trusted the process. I tried all these different birth controls. I tried all this crap. I tried all these over-the-counters. I spent so much money on philosophy and all this stuff. Hey, baby. Oh, I got a cup with a rock in it, y'all. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Ooh. If y'all can't tell, my children are missing me. So I am going to end this video here so that I can go play with them. If y'all have any questions about anything, the birth controls I mentioned, or I mean, I'm not a doctor, but anything, leave a comment below. If that's too public for you, reach out to me on Instagram. I want y'all in the playroom.